So you say you got one on there, Joe?
I do. I do.
Are you brand new to halibut fishing and want to know what you need to get started? My name is Jamie Pett. Today I'm going to show you exactly what you need to get set up for halibut fishing, even if it's your first time. So I use a Penn 40 LD, it's a squall, and you're going to use a big game rod. This is a Tika, it's 6.5 feet, 50 to 100 pounds. Anything rated similarly will work just fine for halibut fishing. Make sure your line is braided and make sure it's 80 to 100 pound test minimum. So once you have that reel all set up and spooled, ideally get it spooled at the local sporting goods store. They can get a nice tight spool on there, but you can also do it at home if you buy everything separately as well. And then you just pop the reel seat into the middle right here and screw it nice and tight. Make sure it's really secure. Thread your line through your rod. And once you've done that, give yourself a little bit of slack. And then grab a swivel. I really like these owner swivels. They do really well. They hold up super well too, and these are rated for 100 pounds. So you will go ahead and tie your swivel. So just hold the eye like so, and you're going to thread it through. Give yourself plenty of tail, and then pinch it and make a second loop like this. Pull it through, but leave an extra loop like that. And then you're going to wrap it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And once you've wrapped it around, you want to feed it through. You can kind of see there's 2 loops now. So you're going to go through the back end of both of those loops. And I made it a little bit tight, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Okay. And once you're through, what I like to do is just pinch the tail with a thumb and then pull the night taut tight. Give yourself a little bit of leeway, a little bit more than I did, just so there's some, in case there's any slippage. And then pull that really, really snug. This line's a little bit frayed. I would actually probably cut a nice clean section, but for this, we'll just keep going. Okay, now that you're all set with that. Okay, once you have your swivel tied up to your rod, you are gonna want a spreader bar. So before you hook the spreader bar to the rod, I'm gonna show you how to set it up. So here's a spreader bar. This is what I use when I fish for halibut. This is terrible because it was from last year and I'm gonna buy another one, but that's okay. We're gonna just use it. So this is a stainless steel cable with some pretty beefy hooks. I like these guys because I like to fish mackerel, so I like to use 2 hooks. You can also get them where they're already pre-rigged and they're kind of, there's like a plastic coating around the outside and it stays nice and straight, not like this. But it only has 1 hook, and a lot of people use the circle hooks for those. They're really good for halibut, but I like this because I like having 2 hooks in a mackerel. I'll create another video showing how I bait for mackerel. I also like to use one of these jobbies. I like the glow squids, and you just put them right over the top of your bait. So the bait's basically acting as a scent, and then this is acting as your attractant, your visual attractant for those halibut. And this part can be kind of tricky, but you just feed the end through the plastic. It does not like to go easily. Once you get it, you just slide it down. And so basically, once you rig your bait on those hooks, you're gonna have a beautiful little squid jobby on top, just like that. So then you've got your spreader bar. You'll take the long end of the spreader bar, and you can see how this is shaped. You just take the end and you stick it on there and you just go in a circle and it pops right on, just like that. The 48-ounce ball. That's what I like to use. Nice and heavy, keep you on the bottom. And it's the same setup on the other side, and you just pump this guy right on there. So now you are rigged and ready to slay a halibut. So basically this is gonna go sit on the bottom of the sand, and this little guy will kind of float around and hopefully get gobbled up by a big old halie. So then all you have to do is attach it to your rod and you're ready to fish. Okay.
So I like to have a couple of tips rigged up with line. How long you make the line on each side, I don't know. I'd probably, these might be a little short, but I've had a pretty big halibut on about a 20-foot line and held just fine. But you basically, you want to put the tip on. You want to make sure your line is not tangled around anything on the boat. And then I like to get the halibut kind of, you want to keep them just below the surface, because when they hit, they feel air, they're gonna freak out a little bit and take off. So halibut just below the surface, maybe 6 to 8 inches, 10 inches, and then you're not throwing it like Ahab killing the whale. I go down just above the surface of the water. You got to hang on to the line, and then once the halibut gets kind of flat, you have the person with the halibut on the line pull the halibut kind of flat, and then just below the surface. You can, people debate on where you aim. Either through the gill plate, through the stomach is a good spot. Some people, if it's a big one, will try to do it halfway. That way you take away half of its leverage on the harpoon line. And then it's just a quick stab. You don't rear back and stab. I always just keep it there and then push really hard and through. And then once the harpoon tip is through, you let go of the line. Boom! It goes sideways, and then you got him hooked on a rope, tied to the boat. I tied to a cleat. Some people say they tie it to buoys and let them swim around and get tired, but I don't know. I found just tying him to the boat works pretty good. He's been fighting him for about 5 minutes now. Seagulls are crying and screaming. Oh,
Head shaking.
Little head shake. I'm going to try to get first sight with the camera.
There he is.
How's he look?
He looks good.
You want to net him or you want to harpoon him? That's a flatty.
Yeah.
That's a flatty.
What do you think?